Hi, this is Val from Scrappy Mania, and today I'm going to create a really quick card that I need for a friend that her husband passed away. So I want to send her a card, pretty soon. So I have this Anna Griffin Blooming Decoupage card making kit, and this kit has a saying that says, "With the deepest sympathy." Now the inserts that came with these cards, I did not find one that was appropriate, I thought, for what I want to say. So I do have this stamp by May Made It, and it's called Beautiful Blessings 2. Actually, it's from My Favorite Things. This is not May's. This is from My Favorite Thing called Beautiful Blessings 2. And it has always have faith, praying for you, sending love and light. You are so loved. You are strong, brave, and beautiful. Sending you strength, hope, comfort, and peace. And may you have a year filled with all good things. So I'm using that stamp, and actually I'm using praying for you, and then sending you strength, hope, comfort, and peace. And I'll show you how that came out. And this is a card that I'm going to make, the one that you see right there. So here is, I went ahead and cut my card, or my card base, or the insert. I went and cut the insert, not my card. I cut the insert a little smaller than my card base. This is a 5x7, so this is about a 5 and maybe 3/4 by 7 3/4. I don't know. I measured it and I just cut it 1/8 of an inch on all sides, so that way it'll fit perfectly inside my card. So let's go ahead and get started. Now I do have this panel. This panel was created with just regular cardstock. This cardstock was the Recollection flat cards and envelopes. So I was playing with my Gemini and my 3D embossing folders, and also I was playing with my watercolors. I got metallic watercolors, and I went and put a nice little brush on top with those watercolors. So I'm going to use this for this card, and look how beautiful that came out. I do have a video how I made this. So I'm going to put that there. I'm going to go ahead and put this card layer here. Now these card layers from the Decoupage card kit from Anna Griffin, you get a bunch of flowers like so, like this. So this you're going to layer up. In the back it gives you the instructions of how to layer it. You have, this is the base die. Use foam adhesive, lay the die cut pieces on top in numeric order. So this is P1, P2, and then you have R1, R2, and Q1 and Q2. So let's see how that will turn out. And this is, here you have instructions how to do it. It gives you how to place everything together and how to put the card together. So I'm going to go ahead and do that one. So I'm going to go ahead and start by laying this down. Now because this card, this card base, or this layer is textured, you're better off by using glue or liquid adhesive to glue it down, so that way it won't peel off. Or if you have really strong double-sided adhesive, you can also use that, like the red liner or the really strong double-sided adhesive. So I'm going to put some glue. And I'm going to place it this way. And I really love how that gold of this panel kind of brings up the gold of the accent goes on this card base. Okay. Again, because this is texture, I'm going to go ahead and lay this with some liquid adhesive, just to make sure that it doesn't fall apart on the person who's receiving it. So I put a lot of adhesive. It's pretty good cardstock. Griffin makes good quality card kits with good quality cardstock. So it's not going to warp. So I'm going to go ahead and put this here. And I'm going to make sure I lay it down and make sure it's nice and flat. I'm going to place that there. Make sure it's nice and flat. And I'm going to let it dry for a little bit before I start putting my other accents on, because I want to make sure it's nice and flat. So I shall be back. So I had time to dry, and then if you're wondering about this block, this is a Prima block, and it's this measures, let me get my ruler. This measures 6 1/4 by 8. So it's a pretty nice substantial block. And that works very well to flatten your base down. Anything that has dimension and you want to make sure it makes a good adhesion, you put that block on top of it, let it dry, and it really makes a nice adhesion. Okay, so now we're going to figure out how to create this card. So we're going to start with, let's see, this is P1 and P2. So these two go together. Q1 and Q2, these two go together, and I think they're the same. Let's see, actually this is the same as that one. Let's look at this one, R1 and R2. So let's see. So this is more likely what I need to put first. Then I'm going to go ahead, R1 and R2. So I think I'm just going to use those. So these are extra ones that you have. So I'm going to put them back in there. I don't think I need to use all of them. I think you only use one or the other. Because if I use all of these, I don't think it comes out correctly. Let me look at here. Let's see. Doesn't really have. Okay, so you're supposed to put this base on. Then you put the next layer. Let's see, this is Q1, Q2. I think I'm going to put that one here and then this one. I don't think I need, let's see, P1, P2. If I use this one, I think I'm going to use this one. It's actually this one. I think I'm just going to use these two. It seems like we can use all three. So I'm just going to save these two. Let's see how this comes out. So I'm going to use some of these long adhesive, long foam. I also have this larger one here that maybe will work better for this big die cut. Sometimes I don't like those little ones that Anna give us. Prefer a nice substantial foam adhesive. I'm going to cut a little bit off of here so we don't see that foam. And this is where you can get, you need tweezers because you want to make sure you position it just in the right position. So let me get some tweezers here. So that way I can position it right where I want it. And place it down. So there, just one layer. R2, this is R2. That goes there. Let me place this here. I'm going to go ahead and place this one. We'll see how it looks. And I am going to put a little ones, actually, let's just put some of this other one here. And use really tiny ones for the edges. I like to put a lot of foam because that way if I mail it, this is going to be mail. I don't want the flowers to warp because if you don't put enough foam adhesive, when it goes through the mail, more likely it gets crushed and then you'll have some of the areas will bend in and it just looks distorted. You know, you'll see that like this part will be bent while the other part will be nice and straight. So I want to make sure that I even the level so that way wherever it gets pressure, it's not going to distort my flower. So that's why I put a lot of foam. In the instructions Anna gives you, she only puts one foam. I do not like to put just one foam. I like to put more than one. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and position this just right. And then I'll put this one. Let's go ahead and put that one. Hopefully it goes through the mail because I'm making it pretty thick. I should have timed myself and see how long it took me to make this card. I don't think it took me too long. It took me longer to figure out which of the cards I'm going to be using.
The same. Yep.
Yep. So there it is. So I got that. I think I'm going to put my deepest sympathy there. And this is a sticker. I'm hoping it's a sticker. Yeah, I think it is. But before I do that, let's go ahead and see. Actually, we needed to put this first. Okay, then we're going to put this one here. This is also a sticker. And next time just put these before you put the rest of the stickers on. Now we can go ahead and put the rest of the stickers on here. Then we're going to go ahead and insert this here. Okay, I'm happy with this card. So now we'll put the insert. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and insert this inside my card. But let me get rid of all this stuff before I stick this somewhere. Oh, I'm not going to get rid of that foam. And I got one left foam there. Okay. I'm just making sure I don't stick something. I have some extra stickers from the leftovers of my swirl, so I want to make sure I don't stick it onto the card. So we're going to go ahead and put some adhesive, double-sided adhesive. You do not need to put it everywhere on your insert, just on the top here. Okay? If you want, you can put 2. I'll put 2. Then what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and make sure you center your insert however you want it, and then you close the card, and when you open the card, your insert is nicely placed inside your card. In there, let's see if it fits in my envelope. Yeah, it actually fits in my envelope, so I am okay. I didn't put too much dimension. So here's my card. You know, I think I need, it's not enough to just have all those flowers. This kit comes with some bows, so I might need to put a bow, just because it needs a bow. Either I put a bow there or a bow on the flowers. My sister vote is on the flower, so I'm going to put it there. So what I'm going to do is, I think I want very strong adhesive, so I believe I'm going to get my glue gun. Let me turn it on and warm it up. We'll put a little bit of hot glue it there so it will not move, and we shall be good. I'll be back. Okay, so my hot glue gun is hot enough, so I'm going to put nice dab of glue right in the center and place that down, and there you go. So there's my card, and it's very different. even though I used this as a guide, but as you can see, I did not follow completely the guide. I did my own changes, but it looks nice. So here's my card. I hope you like it, and thank you for watching. Bye now.